Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today I want to take the time to talk about video game microtransactions, which is something that I feel like I've actually dedicated a pretty decent amount of time to on my channel and with my content. I've talked about the issues with video game monetization plenty over the years, right? If you're a longtime viewer, you probably know that a little better, but if you don't, that is something that I have covered here on the channel. It's just something that, like, to me personally, I play a lot of video games, right? I feel like a lot of the people who watch my channel are gamers, right? You've played a lot of games, and the way that a video game monetizes itself, the way that microtransactions work, or whatever their policy is with that, right, I feel like really does affect the outcome and the quality of a game a lot of the time. And a lot of that circles around to the fact that a lot of the things that are sold as microtransactions and as DLC are essentially just cut content from the game, right? You have games where maybe they're lacking in content, but they've got a whole bunch of stuff in the microtransaction shop, right? Like, I feel like that annoys pretty much everybody on the same level, because it's really not cool. But there is some issues that I kind of want to address in today's video with some recent microtransactions, and this is kind of like an industry-wide problem. I noticed that, like, more and more video games think they can get away with just charging the most absurd prices possible on these microtransactions, and it's like an issue that's really kind of plaguing modern gaming. It seems like no matter what we do, right, no matter how much that we complain about these kinds of things, no matter how much effort by these communities is put in to change the monetization features of video games, especially AAA titles, right, they just seem to stick around, right, and in the worst possible ways. Like, these companies are so out of touch with what we as consumers really want, to the point that, like, they've been just putting in the most absurd possible prices and everything, right? So the game we're really focusing on in today's video is Overwatch 2. I don't want to single this game out and make it seem like this is the only video game where something like this is happening, because that's simply not the case, but I just think this is pretty insane across the board. Like, I get it, these companies, they gotta make money, they gotta continue to make residual money after they release these games to keep investors happy and to keep paying their staff. I mean, I have no problem with microtransactions slash DLC as a concept, right? Like, the concept of paying a couple bucks to get a cool skin in a video game really doesn't bug me as much as people might think that it does, right? Like, I really don't have the problem with that. The problem I have is that we've gotten to such ridiculous prices and setups for these things, right? Like, we're charging ridiculous amounts of money for basic content in video games now, and that needs to stop. So yeah, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Overwatch 2 in specific, because I don't know what Activision Blizzard's thinking. I don't know what their idea was for this game, but their monetization policy on this game is especially atrocious because, I mean, well, let's go ahead and just get into this one skin. So they put a new bundle, I guess, into the shop of Overwatch here, and as you can see, it's the Witch Kariko bundle, okay? So this is like a Halloween-themed cosmetic or whatever, and as you can see, it's 2,600 Overwatch points or whatever, 29% off, ooh boy. So 2,600 Overwatch coins, if you don't know, is roughly $25. Yeah, $25. And that, by the way, is 29% off. So in reality, if this wasn't being discounted slash put on sale or whatever here, it would actually be more. It would be upwards of, like, what, 30, 35 bucks, something like that, you know? Which I think most people who are reasonable can agree, this is getting fucking out of hand. Like, this is ridiculous, man. So let's go ahead and take a think about what we're going to be getting for our $25 here, right? You're spending 25 bucks. You get a cute little kitty cat charm, I guess, for your gun or whatever, you know, not really that important. That's maybe a couple bucks at most. You get an icon, which is basically just a PNG that you can load in the game. If we're being real, that's pretty much worthless to most players. I mean, like, if this were in the shop standalone, there's pretty much no chance I would buy it. And then you get the witch skin, right? And that's obviously what everyone's looking at this for, right? They want that skin. They don't care about the little kitty cat charm or your little icon or anything. They care about getting that skin, okay? And they're paying $25 fucking dollars for that skin, right? So this is ridiculous. I don't care what anyone says. The fact that we've gotten to a point in video games where people are paying almost $30 for a texture is mind-blowing to me, man. And don't get me wrong, I've bought like Fortnite skins, you know, the limited time ones. I see why limited time ones maybe you charge 20 bucks for, 25 bucks for, super rare skins or whatever, right? But this is a Halloween bundle, you know what I mean? It's really not going to be that rare at the end of the day. It's not like this is a once-in-a-lifetime skin opportunity on something you can, like, because if you sell a Fortnite account, you can make money, you know what I mean? Like, some people see it as an investment. I really don't. It's a video game skin. I'm not buying it to fucking hold on for dear life and take it to the moon or anything like that, right? So, and this is a problem across a lot of video games. I feel like these gaming companies are getting more comfortable with charging like $25 for these skins. Keep in mind, this is something you can't even see in game. It's a first-person shooter, so you're buying this to put on your character, and at the most you can see like the gloves on her hand. That's pretty much it. Like, if anything, in a first-person shooter, the skin that you're going to want to buy for the most usefulness is like a camo for your gun, because you can see that, right? Only enemies can see this skin on you, and honestly, I don't think $25 is worth saying, oh, hey, I can flex on my enemies with this cool witch skin, you know what I mean? Like, let me take you guys back, right? Like, I don't want to sound like one of these old head fucking boomers out here. Oh, back in my day, we used to fucking eat Triscuits with sauerkraut, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't want to sound like one of these old heads or anything like that, but back in my day, man, I remember like Black Ops 2. Am I the only one who remembers this? Black Ops 2, you could buy a weapon skin for $1.99, and guess what? It wasn't one of these character skins. Oh, you get it for one character. You know, you can only use the skin if you use this certain gun. It wasn't anything like that. You bought that bacon skin camo, bro. That shit could go on your LMG. That could be on your sniper. That could be on your SMG, your AR, your shotgun, your knife, your riot shield. You damn near could put that shit on anything like it's Frank's Red Hot, man. But that was like $2, you know what I mean, for a little weapon skin. Nowadays, you try and buy a fucking camo in Call of Duty for a bundle pack, you're talking $15, $20 for a nice skin. Like, it's getting a little fucking out of hand. Am I the only one who can say that? Like, especially in this economy, man. Like, I don't want to be that guy either, but like, we're in a recession, you know what I mean? Like, there's a global recession around the corner. People are spending more on groceries and on rent and on gas for their car to get to work, right? Like, this is probably the last time I can think of where it's like acceptable for you to be trying to like price gouge on stupid shit like this. Like, people are really deciding whether or not they spend $25 on groceries or Overwatch skins. Like, that should never be the fucking case, man. These are digital textures, essentially. Like, I'm sorry, but you'll never catch me paying $25 for a Halloween skin in Overwatch. It's just not gonna happen. You can add in all the little charms and emblems you want or whatever, right? Unless it's like the most fire skin I've ever seen, I'm not buying that shit, bro. And same thing in other games. Like, if Call of Duty is gonna do the same shit, which it's owned by the same company, so I don't see why they're not going to in the next COD, I'm just not gonna be buying a whole lot of cosmetics because, dude, I'll be fucked if I'm spending that much money. Like, if you think about it like this, right? A video game costs 60 or 70 bucks, but you can spend like $25 or $30 on one skin in the game. Like, at that rate, everybody can only have like 2 skins before they're basically paying for this free-to-play game. And I understand that's how these free-to-play games like this make money. That's the whole reason they took Overwatch 2 free-to-play and whatnot. But dude, you can charge reasonable prices. You know what I mean? It isn't like this is your only option, right? Like, you have no choice but to charge $25 for these skins. I mean, this is a billion-dollar company at the end of the day, right? So I don't know. I just think this whole movement in video games towards these ridiculous microtransactions has just gotten out of hand, and it needs to be stopped. Like, these companies need to realize the worth of these products a little bit better, man. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously, and until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about video game microtransactions and signing out.